What's up, everybody? Welcome back to yet another exciting episode of Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth, Prosecutor's Path, Beta, episodes 1 through 5. Copyright Capcom Limited 2011, all rights reserved. Okay, I think I've read all the text on that screen at this point. We're going to go ahead and move on to episode 2, which I think was called Imprisoned Turnabout. Episode 2, the game, part 9 of this. You know what I mean. Let's go. Here we go. The Imprisoned Turnabout. Okay, gotcha. Here we go. Said here we go twice. Whatever. Footsteps. And a bell. 2 bells. Probably just 1 bell. This is creepy. No, Knightley's dead. You know, I thought this might happen, but that's too bad because he's great. I'm gonna miss playing him. Wonder if it was to kill her. Guess we'll find out. Oh dang, it was actually a dog. Oh, okay. Well, I'm intrigued. Wow, I really like that background. Okay. He's not coming. He's not coming, sir. How long does he intend to keep us waiting? Now, Mr. Edgeworth, there's no need to get your cravat in a twist. Ethan Rook's murder. 2 days after the incident, we visited the... 2 days after the incident, we visited the detention center. Naturally, we were hoping to meet with the defendant, Horace Knightley. His trial was set to begin the next day, with me serving as the prosecutor. Still, he is rather late. You there, do you know what's going on? It is certainly strange. I'll try calling him one more time. It's terrible! Well, that's bad. Oh, it's Knightley. He's been murdered! What? What did you say? Murdered? Inside the detention center? Mr. Edgeworth, let's go check it out! You there, take us to the crime scene, post-haste. Yes, sir. Knightley's not in his cell. I thought he was being held there. What are you doing, sir? This way! Oh, I wonder who's up in the top right. Oh, hey! I wonder if that's a picture of, what's-her-face from the first game? Amos Sky's older sister. Anyway. Where are you taking us, pal? Through this door is the... Ah, it's the prison. Prison? Then what were the small rooms back there? Those cells were just past a part of the detention center. They're used for holding suspects temporarily while they await their trial. What lies ahead is a facility that serves a completely different purpose. This is where criminals who've been declared guilty serve out their sentence, pal. It's the one place a great thief does not want to end up, Kay. I'm opening the door now. Please follow me. Oh, dang. Man. Come on, Horace. There's no mistaking it. Knightley's dead. Moreover, he was murdered inside the prison walls. How exactly did this happen? I can't believe something like this would happen to Mr. Knightley. Yes, I can't believe it either. but the scene you see before you is the unmistakable reality. Besides, wasn't Mr. Knightley supposed to be in the detention center? Indeed, he was. Knightley hadn't had his trial yet. Before a suspect is found guilty, they're detained in the detention center's holding cells. They only enter the prison after they have received a guilty verdict. Knightley should not have been moved in here.
Do you think he passed through those giant doors that we went through earlier, sir?
Huge metal doors and a long passageway separate the prison and the detention center. As a suspect, Knightley wouldn't have been able to pass through. Floor plans jotted down in my ORGANIZER. What happened to Knightley? In order to solve this mystery, we must first investigate the crime scene. Okay. Well, let's start with a look at the body. Horace Knightley, murdered right before his trial. Let me take a closer look. Oh no, I won't rest until I discover blah 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 nook and cranny. Okay. The blood from his neck has stained his brace bright red. The cause of death was most likely from his neck wound. He probably died instantly. He couldn't even cry out in pain. There are small bumps on his head. Are these bruises?
Maybe after he was stabbed in the neck, he fell back and hit his head.
I wonder. At this point in time, there are too many unknowns. Kay, do you have your digital camera with you? Try it again. Do you have your digital camera with you? I'd like the detectives to take a photo of the body. Would you let him borrow it? Sure thing. Here, Gummy.
Thanks, pal. All right, I'm taking the picture, sir. Still, he's wearing some awfully dirty clothes.
There appears to be dirt stains in several places. Crime scene notes jotted down in my...
He's wearing those clothes even though they're dirty. He's just like me. He's just like me, sir.
Detective, I hope you realize... I hope you realize that not everyone shares your lack of hygiene. What's this? This is a rubber glove. Yes, there's no mistake, it's a rubber glove. How come there's only one? Let me take a closer look.
Enhance! Enhance!
Wonderful zoom into the mud. It's covered in mud up to the wrist. Maybe someone was playing with mud in the prison. I want to get in on that action too. Okay, that was too sexy. I want to get in on that action too. Do it on your own time when we're not investigating a case. It says, for inmate use. That must mean a prisoner used this glove. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Well, I mean, I guess. Okay, well, we got some blood. The fingers of this glove are covered in blood. This glove was dropped after the pool of blood formed. Why is that? If it was on the floor before the pool of blood had formed, the blood would have formed an outline around the glove. Ah, I see. The blood would have only gotten on the edges of the glove. This glove was discarded after it was covered in blood. That must mean the killer left it behind. Indeed, it's highly probable. At the very least, the person who dropped this saw the body. You there! What is it, sir? Do you recognize this glove? Yes, sir. The inmates use these for prison labor. That's odd. Rubber gloves are usually kept in the inmates' rooms. They're strictly regulated, so you can't just take them out. Indeed, there are no signs of any other rubber gloves in the room. Rubber glove data jotted down in my dongleizer. Yes. The blood from his neck is stained to brace. We've read this already. Still, he's wearing some awfully... Oh, he's wearing some awfully dirty clothes. I already read this. Can I just... Okay, there we go. He's covered with a dirty sheet. There's a rope on top of the sheet. Was Nightmare tied up with this rope? Rope data jotted down in my organizer. God, I cannot read today. Okay. Let's take a look under the sheet. We might be able to find something. Yikes! The sheet is bright red! These appear to be blood stains. We still might be able to find something. Let's search this area a little more closely. There's something on his finger. Let's have a closer look. Could we stop zooming in? Okay. Oh, it looks like an expensive ring. Don't steal it. What? I didn't do anything yet. Oh yeah, we should examine the chessboard. Huh? What's this?
Mr. Edgeworth has something similar in his office.
It's a portable chessboard. It was probably the victim's. Ah, Mr. Knightley enjoyed chess, right?
He was probably using it to pass time in the detention center.
Chessboard data jotted down in my... Okay. Let's see if there's anything else to examine about his body. I already checked the but it never has to do. Okay, good. So, what else is going on? What's this? We won't rest until we've stolen every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. That's funny. Indeed. This is quite a large area to investigate. Press the Y button to switch screens. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook. Oh, that's cute. Alright, let's look at the hook. It's a pulley. Is that used for prison labor, too? It looks like it. There's something I want to ask you. Don't even think about dangling on the hook. Huh? How did you know that's what I wanted to do? Somehow, I had a feeling. It's a cage inside the cage that is the prison. It's like cageception! I believe the correct term is prison cell. They're the same thing. You need to look more at the essence of things. Actually, it's more important to get the correct information. The difference between those two characters summed up in one sentence. Or, two phrases. Whatever. Oh, hey. Looks like, Francisco von Karma's whip. They're the most eye-catching thing in this room. They don't fit in with the prism. There's a whip placed on top of the sheets. It reminds me of the whip lady. Maybe she left her whip here. I doubt she'd ever leave her whip behind. There was a rope near the body as well. By the way, my special talent. If it's about rope escapes, there's no need for that now. Aww. Does she want to show it off that badly? I already read this part, but it was up there. Alright, let's see if there's anything else we can do. Okay, cool. There's a wash basin over here. Are there any clues that could be useful to this case? I don't smell any signs of treasure. I'm searching for clues here, not treasure. What's this little pepper shaker thing? There are a bunch of strange tools here. I don't see anything out of place. I'm kind of picking up the scent of animals. Do you have special smelling abilities or something? No, it's just a feeling, but I can smell the scent of treasure. Remind me to lock up all of my valuables in a safe. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. I wouldn't steal your valuables. So you would steal someone else's valuables? Alright. What's this weird thing? This section of the room is covered in dirt.
The dirt is soft and has footprints on it, sir.
There are too many footprints. It won't be easy to identify them all.
Until the forensics arrive, we probably shouldn't tamper with this area.
Detective, please don't trip and fall in the dirt.
I'll be careful, sir. I don't want to get my favorite coat dirty.
I'm more worried that you'll mess up the footprints. What up, Gummy?
Yes, sir. He was arrested on the afternoon of the 25th and was killed on the morning of the 27th. I never expected the criminal to become the victim, sir.
Yes, it doesn't leave a good taste in your mouth.
Maybe the killer killed Knightley. He couldn't let anyone who had seen his true identity live, or something like that.
Are you talking about Shelley, the killer? If he was the killer, then he would have left his calling card behind. Besides, didn't we also see his true identity as well?
That's right, and we're still alive, sir.
Still, to commit murder in such a place is not an easy task. How did the criminal murder Knightley? Whoops, I pushed the wrong button. Here we go.
It's nice that the prison and the detention center are connected, sir. As they both get to share the visitor's room, it's actually quite convenient.
Well, it is an unusual design, but it's convenient for the visitors.
Why did the detention center and the prison need to be separated in the first place, sir?
The suspects go in the detention center, while the convicts go in the prison. They might seem similar, but they are actually two completely different facilities.
Those cramped, dark, and uncomfortable cells all seem the same to me, sir.
If you're still having trouble understanding the differences, why don't you step inside one?
I think I'll pass, sir.
Let's look at logic. The sheets stacked here have a very distinctive pattern. It's the same as the blood-stained sheet. That's right, Kay. Don't steal my lines like that. Mr. Edgeworth, you shouldn't get caught off guard like that. I'll never lose my edge as the great thief. I thought she was on hiatus. Bloodstained sheet data jotted down on my organizer. On my organizer. Well, we've collected quite a bit of evidence. With the three of us here, it's a piece of cake. Right, Gummy?
That's right, pal. We're the invincible trio.
It's too early to start celebrating. There is still something we haven't found yet.
Yeah. What haven't we found yet, sir?
Oh, the murder weapon. What is missing from this crime scene? The murder weapon that took the victim's life has not been found yet.
Ah, now that you mention it, you're absolutely right, sir.
Detective, get your act together. Isn't that the most basic of the basics?
I'm sorry, sir.
Don't worry about it, Gummy. I didn't notice it either. That's not much of a consolation. In this prison, dangerous objects that could be used as weapons are strictly regulated. It'd be quite dangerous if the inmates got their hands on them. Obtaining a murder weapon and carrying it around is not an easy task. I see. You have a point. What was the murder weapon? And where did it go? That could be the key to solving this case. Who's this?
Sorry to barge in like this. Is this the crime scene?
You're...
Huh? You... Aren't you... That piercing gaze, that furrowed brow.
It has been a long time, Mr. Shields.
Yes, yes. That frilly thing around your neck and that stiff greeting. There's no doubt about it. Prosecutor Manfred von Karma. Fancy meeting you here. What are you saying, pal? Mr. Edgeworth's not that old man.
Detective, it's fine.
Oh, it's you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. I thought you looked a bit young. You two are so similar. Looks like your Uncle Ray got you two mixed up again.
You never change. How many years has it been since we last saw each other?
I've already forgotten. Your Uncle Ray's been overseas these past few years. But you know, there's something I still haven't forgotten. About you and your betrayal.
I'm getting some bad vibes over here. Do you know this guy, Mr. Edgeworth? Allow me to introduce him to you. Raymond Shields, attorney at law.
Ace Attorney Ray Shields, at your service. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir.
Kay Faraday, nice to meet you. I'm a great thief. But I'm currently on hiatus.
Great thief? Well, well, that sounds romantic. How wonderful!
Oh, Mr. Shields, you get it, right? I'm currently recruiting new members. The registration forms are easy to fill out.
That's splendid. Uncle Ray would love to join your little gang.
I'm sorry, but we're only accepting bright, cheerful, and energetic girls.
I see. That's too bad. Well, how about a hug then, as a sign of affection?
No.
I guess not. This isn't Europe, after all.
Mr. Shields, what are you doing here?
Oops, that's right. Sorry. Preventing the attorney from investigating the crime scene is the Von Karma way, isn't it? Hey, you've been going on about Von Karma this and Von Karma that. What's your problem, pal?
Hold it!
Detective, restrain yourself. This can't be helped. Mr. Shields, are you the defense attorney for Horace Knightley?
That's right. Or should I say, I was his defense attorney.
Mr. Shields is the defense attorney. If Knightley had not been murdered, I would have been going up against him in court. I should listen to what he has to say. Since you received the request to represent the victim, that must mean...
Yes, your Uncle Ray was supposed to meet with Knightley, boy.
As was I. I had planned to meet with him, but then we heard the report of the dead body.
I even brought him a California roll.
Mr. Shields, You can't bring food into the detention center.
Is that right? Well then, would you like it?
No, thanks.
Still, to think that Prosecutor Edgeworth actually meets with the defendants. All defendants are guilty. Wasn't that the Von Karma way?
That is a thing of the past.
Is that right? So, you sure you don't want it?
I told you I don't want it. Did you meet with Knightley?
We met yesterday. They called me over as soon as Knightley Boy was arrested. He was being quite hostile. Oh yeah, he mentioned you. He talked about how you interfered with his plans.
He probably said some nasty things about me. Even if he hates me, I'm fine with it.
Man, the two of us had a great time talking about you.
But, Mr. Shields, you also talked about me.
I frequent the visitors' room here quite often. It's been a while since I had such a good time.
So you're a regular at this prison.
Hey now, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not here as an inmate. I'm here to visit an old acquaintance of mine. We usually meet in the visitors' room, but I've also been in here before.
Then I should ask him about this room. This room was where the body was found. Do you know anything about it?
This room, eh? Here's a pop quiz for our prodigy prosecutor. Which of these three is the name of this room?
Well, I don't think it's the morgue because there didn't seem to really be any like places for storing bodies. But I also don't, the lecture room, I don't think it's the entertainment room. Let's say the morgue, whatever. The morgue?
Well, there is a dead body in here. Anyone who saw the dead body would naturally think of the same thing. Well, let's reveal the correct answer. Prosecutor Edgeworth's answer is... wrong! The correct answer is the workroom.
Oh, so none of them were right. All three choices were wrong. I hate it when he does that.
The inmates carry out various kinds of prison labor in here. It also serves as a rehab program, allowing them to receive job training in prison.
So, how do they monitor this room? Who is in charge of the keys to the entrance?
Prosecutor Edgeworth. Even your Uncle Ray doesn't have all the answers. Hey, you there, could you tell us?
Yes, sir. This room doesn't use any locks and keys. Instead of locks, the doors are equipped with sensors. What do you mean by that? All of the prison inmates are wearing electronic bracelets. When a bracelet passes through the door, it activates the sensor and... wee-oo, 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 an alarm will sound. After a certain amount of time has passed, the bracelet will emit a painful shock. If the bracelets are tampered with, it will emit an electric shock 3 times more powerful. That wasn't a laugh. That's terrifying. It's to ensure that the inmates follow the rules, although it seems a bit harsh. That's why whenever an inmate goes through a door, a guard has to accompany them to deactivate the sensor first.
And that's that.
Did any of the inmates use this workroom today?
In the past few days, no one has used this room. I'm sure of it.
So not one inmate has entered this room today.
Door sensor data jotted down in my organizer.
Get out of here, Knightley, you're dead. If that's the case, it raises a contradiction with the crime scene. There is something in this crime scene that should not exist. I will use my powers of deduction and inspect the crime scene again. Look at his running animation. Oh, I'm going for a light jog around the precinct. Got to get the cardio flowing. Yes, such a proper jog. Okay. I won't rest until I've suspected every suspicious looking knocking. Okay. So, well, something that shouldn't exist. First of all, this body shouldn't be in here. I guess you shouldn't probably have been able to get in here. Okay, let's look at our evidence. Maybe we have to examine his ankle and then present the door sensor because he doesn't have a bracelet on. That's what I'm going to try. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
Eureka!
Nope. This piece of evidence shows the contradiction with the crime scene. Could you be more precise about where the contradiction is? Around here somewhere.
Please be more specific, sir.
There is something in this room that should not exist. Do I have the evidence to support this claim? Okay. Still on the door of the workroom. Huh. Oh, cool. You can open it from there. Hurry up and open it. Why are you getting so excited? What are you saying? Doesn't everyone get excited when they're opening a box? I think that probably applies to you only. Oh, cool. These are chess pieces, right? I saw something similar in your office, Mr. Edgeworth. Huh? But the pieces here are black and white? Those are the correct colors. My pieces were custom made. Custom made? That sounds like treasure to me. Her eyes are sparkling. Does she intend to steal it? Okay, well shit, I don't know. What is this again? Oh, that's the glove. This is a sheet. Okay, so based on the fact that there's a door with an electronic lock, something should not be in here, right? That's what we're at? Yeah, I don't know. Let's talk to Kay. Yeah, what's up? Just as I thought, the security in the prison is very tight. Looks like it won't be easy to break out of here. Instead of breaking out of here, perhaps you should consider not entering in the first place. It's all because those sensors that detect the bracelets. She seems to be agonizing over it. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, don't just space out like that. Help me think of a way out, Mr. Edgeworth. What? Why must I do such a thing? Okay, well, that didn't help me get any closer to... Did we, like, examine the... No. Is there anything out of place? Yes, sir. If I had to say... What is it? There's a dead body over there. Yup, that's definitely out of place. If you notice anything else out of place, please be sure to tell me. Okay. There's a contradiction with the body. The contradiction has something to do with the piece of evidence I hold. Ugh. Huh. Oh, whoops, I didn't want to go that far out. Oh, it's a bracelet, not an anklet. I'm dumb. Haha.
Eureka!
Or maybe not. Just kidding. Have to examine it first. Okay, nope. Huh. Well, we're at 35 minutes, so I'm gonna sleep on this, I guess. Next time, I'll actually figure out what the contradiction is in this crime scene. Goodbye.